This is Elitom El-amin, Breatharian teacher, Qigong and meditation master, and also the son of Adam. And today we're going to talk about the power of a principle. And these principles are recommended to know because this is the path that you're taking for being a breatharian, which is basically one who eats less or none at all. You must understand the principles that are formulated to lead you onto this path. Now, what is a principle? A principle is a fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system or belief or behavior or a change of reasoning. It's a basic idea or rule that explains or controls how things happen or work. Now, you see a lot of people who's teaching Breatharian, they'll tell you, we don't know how it works. Or they'll tell you, I'm just living off the energy of love. And they're doing this with no definitions whatsoever. Now, you got to understand it's necessary because we are made up of words. Your first phase of mind control, whether it's good or bad, is education. Something that somebody told you. That's what formulates your being. Right now, you're living your whole life based on things that were told to you or things that you have learned that has formulated your belief system and formulated the reality that you're living in. So as we go on this Breatharian path, this Breatharian journey, we are coming with the fundamental truth, the basic idea or the rules or the instructions that is needed so you can understand to activate the power of these principles. Because that's what a principle does. It has great power in it. Now, form follows function. Now, what that means is when in architecture, when you have a building or an object, it should relate primarily to its intended function or purpose. So it's the same way with the human body, this vessel we live in. Form follows function because the way our locomotion, the way we are formulated, also dictates the laws that we under and what we have access to and the things that we can do. So when we talk about eating or not eating, what we're talking about the basis of energy and how to extract the power from these energies, because we're using energy for everything we do. What we see, what we talk, how we move, whether it's mechanical energy, thermal energy. We get energy from the sun, energy from the moon. I could go on and on. These are basics, but you must understand that these are also the rules of the principles. Now, we're going to get deeper into it. Your heart in metaphysics is the gateway to the spiritual plane. Now, what does that mean? Now, we got a physical body we can relate to. But as we talk about the Breatharian principles, we're also talking about energies that are unseen forces that you have access to. Now, one of them is breathing. You cannot see the air, but you're utilizing it. So we can get this out of your head right now that this is something far-fetched or spooky. Now, we say that your heart is the gateway to the spiritual realm. Now, let's make sense out of this so it can be down to earth. We have equipment now where we can see the electromagnetic field coming off of our bodies. And your heart puts off an electromagnetic field that comes out the furthest from the body that can be measured, at least 10 feet from the machinery and the computers that we have. It actually goes further than that. And it puts off a frequency of electromagnetic field that's further from our brain. Now, that does not mean your brain does not count, but your brain, which is the education center, which is the source of how you're living in this vessel, your thought process, but it needs the heart in order to magnify itself to get more of its thought process out in the universe. But you got to understand, we've been taught that your heart is a pump, but now there's new research saying it's not just a pump like that. Your heart does not pump the blood. It's your blood that moves the heart. It's our blood flow, our blood circulation that actually gets the vortex momentum of the vibration of the heart coming off of it. So your main job, or the principle that you must keep on your breatharian journey, is the flow of your blood. Now, how do you do that? The first main things is diet and exercise. That's why they say diet and exercise is the first two initiations on a spiritual path, because the life is in the blood. The more you can keep your blood flow going, because what is one of the biggest diseases here in the West? High blood pressure, strokes, liver ailments, diabetes. All of this is dealing with bad blood flow. And it happens mainly as soon as you go to the doctor, he'll ask you what you're eating, cut back on your eating, or lose some weight. Go start doing some exercises. You got to get back into these principles, because these principles is the gateway, you understand, not only to keeping good health, but it's also the gateway to help put out another vibration that's being broadcasted from your body, from your heart, to put your mind out in the universe unhindered, so you can live a better and more prosperous life. Now, all of us are creators. This isn't far-fetched. You are creating your reality through your mindset. But now it's about time that we understand and keep these principles, so we can stop these blockages from what we're creating, so we can live a more harmonious life with nature, because keep in mind that nature is the boss. We live inside of these rules that was already here, these principles that's already here, and what you're doing is coming back into these rules, back into these instructions that we call universal laws. Now, your heart is a biological vortex momentum booster. It's actually folded up to look like the way it does, but if you stretch it out, it actually looks like a serpent. This is part of the serpent knowledge. So it's actually folded up, and as the blood passes through it, and the quality of the blood dictates its vibrational how it's coming out from the body. So this vortex of blood is also the foundation of your breatharian journey. Because you're utilizing these other forces, such as the air, such as the sun energy, the lunar energies, the energies that's all around us in nature, the principles are formulated in. And keep in mind that these are the instructions that's needed for you to eat very little or none at all. As you get more healthier, dealing with your energy centers in your body, which we call chakras, which are vortexes again, vortexes of energy, the more you clean those out, you stay on this path, start living more of a clean, energetic life, you will eat less, because they're hooked up to your endocrine systems, which controls wake and sleep cycles, and also hunger and not hunger. You will feel this for yourself. So you must start carrying out these principles, which is a form of study. Now, it starts out as a discipline, and all disciplines are basically, they're designed to make your body stronger, your body and your mind. But over a period of time, it won't no longer be a discipline. It will become part of your character, part of who you are, part of your new creation. You are taking on a new body, a new mind, to extract and see the power of these principles on the breatharian plan. Because keep in mind again, truth is stronger than fiction. Now this is the golden age we're in. You are in an upper class privilege, meaning you have access to this knowledge. You are in a system, you live in a system where you can't really starve to death. You always have a place to sleep. You are in an upper class privilege. You are enjoying things right now that kings over 200 and 300 years ago did not have access to. You're already rich. It ain't got nothing to do with how much financial money you have. Now it's time to come into this knowledge, be your true creation on who you really are, serving a higher light, and utilize the power of these fundamental truths and the power of the principles. And keep in mind, I am just a teacher to tell you your upper class privilege, so that you can pick yourself up, because you are the teachers, the messiahs, or the saviors of the planet, of here and now, and also the future. So keep in mind, your blood moves the heart. The life is in the blood. Start working on your blood flow, a better blood flow, less toxic foods, lose that weight, and allow your body to formulate itself due to its nature back in tune with nature. You will find this power yourself, and now since you're getting this idea that you can live without food, because first of all somebody had to tell you, now since you know the idea and you are so powerful, now you can manifest this idea. You understand? We're all in this together, so as you continue to grow and as you continue to live into this realm, it's up to you to bring the light into this world because you are the saviors in the world. Talk to you soon. Nice talking to you. And get something out of this message and put it to practical use, and also tell your friends to sign up to the YouTube channel as we'll get more videos out here. You can look at my website, www.elitomel-amin.com, and also we have some great videos coming up on utilizing the power of the sun and also utilizing the sexual energy. I'll be teaching more on the topic of the sexual energy that's from your root chakra, because yes, you can utilize that in more efficient ways than just using physical sex. It's also an energy. It's an energy to love to move. It's a creative force, and there's so much into it that it's time for you to really learn this knowledge and put it to practical use. Talk to you soon. This is Elitom El-amin checking out. Sayonara.